Good morning. Well, we are now to our final week. Can you imagine that? It's been a long week, long 8 weeks it seems, but at the same time, it's been an interesting and uh, profitable, at least for me, and I hope indeed for you, 2 months of learning together. It's been my privilege to interact with you and to be with you. I appreciated your papers from a week ago and what you have been learning, and the papers I've already read for week six, no, week seven, are also inspiring. As ministry leaders, one of the common denominators is, I think, the vast majority of uh, ministry leaders hate confrontation. We hate to deal with painful situations. And so that's something we all have to work on and recognize as a reality as being part of a leadership ministry. Our objectives for this week are quite practical, but the completion of the week differentiate between lobbying and training. That's an interesting one. Number two, explain the imperative of board, staff, and congregational alignment. And three, critique when to use various forms of communication. To just say we are only going to communicate in this one way is unwise. We have a video that I prepared talking about that from a pastoral perspective. I trust that you will listen and think through that in your own personal setting. And then we have reading of chapters 9 to 13 in Osborne, plus chapter 16 and the conclusion in the same book. Now, I'll tell you the truth. Chapters 14 and 15 are not included because when the workload was critiqued, they said that would be too many hours for you to invest this week. So if you go ahead and read 14 and 15, you'll be at my heart, not the technicality. So the paper is a 5-page paper, lessons that you have learned as you have gone through these 8 weeks. And the discussion board is to discuss a single most important leadership lesson that you have learned over these 8 weeks. Now, I think you probably get my frustration with that one, most important, but I want you to focus on a specific area of learning that God has spoken to you as we have read, as we've watched videos, as we have communicated, and from where we started with integrity to where we're ending up today within communication and leadership. Uh, there's so much, but I want you just to focus in, and I will not be offended if you say these two or these three, but the lesson God taught you may be an important lesson for somebody else. So uh, think that one through. We ought to have a very good discussion this week. Have a blessed week. Thank you to those of you who have completed the evaluations of the course and the content and my teaching. Uh, MDL really highly values your perspectives. So thanks for doing that. And for the rest of you, I trust that you will get that done. God bless you and have just a wonderful, wonderful week.